Perfectionism can be a powerful motivator, pushing us to do our best work and achieve our goals. But when taken to the extreme, it can also be a major obstacle to our success and happiness. Perfectionists often set impossibly high standards for themselves and others and can become easily discouraged or frustrated when things don't go as planned. So, how can we overcome perfectionism and find a more balanced approach to our work and life? Here are a few tips. Recognize that perfectionism is a form of self-criticism. Perfectionists often have a hard time accepting anything less than perfect, and this can be a form of self-sabotage. Try to be kinder to yourself and remember that mistakes and failures are an inevitable part of the learning and growth process. Set realistic and achievable goals. Perfectionists often set impossible standards for themselves, which can be demotivating and lead to feelings of failure. Instead, set specific and measurable goals for yourself that are realistic and achievable. Learn to accept imperfection. Perfectionists often have a hard time accepting that things can be good enough, even if they're not perfect. Try to let go of the need for perfection and focus on the progress you've made instead. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness can help us to be more present at the moment and less focused on the past or future. Try to focus on the task at hand and enjoy the process, rather than getting caught up in the end result. Practice self-compassion. Perfectionists are often their own worst critics. They are harder on themselves than they would be on anyone else. Instead of beating yourself up, try to be kind and understanding towards yourself. Remind yourself that you're only human and that it's okay to make mistakes. Seek professional help if needed. If you find that perfectionism is interfering with your ability to function in your daily life, it may be helpful to seek the help of a therapist or counselor. Challenge perfectionistic thoughts. Perfectionistic thoughts can be incredibly powerful, but they're not always accurate. Whenever you find yourself thinking that you need to be perfect, ask yourself if that's really true. For example, I need to get an A on this paper to be successful, can be challenged by asking yourself, will getting an A to guarantee my success? Or, what's the worst that can happen if I don't get an A? Remember, perfectionism is a common struggle, and it's something that can be overcome with the right approach. By setting realistic goals, learning to accept imperfection, and practicing mindfulness, we can find a more balanced and fulfilling way of living. Remember, perfectionism is a habit, and like any habit, it can be broken. With time and practice, you can learn to let go of perfectionism and live a happier, more fulfilling life. Don't let perfectionism hold you back. Take the steps to overcome it and live a more fulfilling life. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give yourself a break.